Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be ranking Christmas settings, basically like an image of a Christmas like living room and how cozy it is and how I like it and everything, and how this relates to writing. As you guys know, when we write, we need really good settings. You have to have clear visuals and descriptions to let your audience and your readers know what's going on so they can picture the room or the area that your characters are in. And especially if you're doing a Christmas book, that's going to include Christmas settings and decorations and all that stuff. But it's Christmas, so why not do Christmas themed ones? But I just wanted to go over the fact of how important it is to be describe your settings and stuff. I am a professional editor, and I've had a lot of stories where it's like the characters are standing there talking. It happens a lot in dialogue when people are writing dialogue, and it's just this complete gray and you can't picture anything. So it's important. Dialogue is actually a really important time period where you can describe the setting without info dumping it. Like you walk into a room and then you spend paragraphs info dumping the way that the room looks. A good way of getting around that is to walk in, describe maybe something brief, and then as your characters are talking, have them interact with things around the room. You don't want things to appear randomly, but like, Sarah looked at Henry and, she picked up a pin off the desk and started playing with it. And then, after she says a piece of dialogue, she could, run her finger along the smooth brown wood, and then meanwhile, he leaned over against the walls where she hung a lot of posters. And as he leaned against it, it knocked one of the posters off and she gave him a sigh. And then they continued on with the dialogue. Like, you can include these little action bits and pieces of description of the room, sprinkle them into your dialogue. That's a really great way of avoiding the whole info dumping, the description of the room when you first walk into it. So, anyway, let's get to that's my writing tip for today. Let's get to the ranking system. So S through D, S being the best and D being the worst. And I'm going to use my B as average. So C is slightly below average, but it doesn't suck. And then D would be the worst. White, everything white. I'm going to put that at B tier. I feel like that's really, I have to lean into C, so sorry about my face. But I feel like that is beautiful, but it's way too bright. I am a nocturnal person. I thrive in nighttime. I keep my windows closed. I loathe the sun. So for me, it's like that's way too. I'm also really light sensitive, probably because I stay indoors with windows like this. That's blackout curtain. Like these aren't blackout curtains, but I do have blackout curtains in my room, and so for me, it's like I don't like a whole lot of light. So that's just way too bright for me. While it is beautiful, it's not cozy to me. Now the fireplace and a chair and the fireplace being decorated and the Christmas tree and everything, the windows, this is super cozy. Like, you could just sit here and read. You could just sit here and write. This would be a beautiful place to just enjoy writing. And that's the other thing with this tier list is not just settings for your book, but places where you could sit and write and be inspired or sit and read. So for all my writers and readers out there, which places do you think would be easier to read? This would be too bright. I couldn't write. I couldn't read. This would be the perfect reading spot, honestly. So this one, I feel like it's cozy. It's a nice couch. It's a curved couch like we have. I love those kind of couches so you can lean here. I like the windows. I like the Christmas tree. It's a little bright, but the rest of it's kind of dark, so I feel like it's perfect. Looks like there's a end table there. There's lots of pillows. That could be a comfy reading or writing spot. Staircase, I'm gonna put yeah, I honestly really like I don't have a staircase in my house, but I like houses with staircases. I feel like this corner is really, really cozy looking. It's really well decorated. I love the idea of garland on a staircase. I don't know why I didn't think about that sooner. Honestly, I don't think I could sit and read or write there unless they have a chair somewhere in here, which I can't tell. But that looks pretty cozy to me. Um, Again, this is the same problem as the first one, so it's a little too bright, too much white furniture. You gotta have some color in it, but that does have a fireplace, so that's why that one's a little higher than that one. I could still sit here and read, but the light from the window would be shining on me. I couldn't concentrate. Maybe nighttime it would be a little bit better. So this is another cozy little fireplace area, and I like it. It's during the day, but it's not as bright as the other ones. There's a lot of color in the room. It's very minimally decorated, so it doesn't feel as Christmassy, but it definitely looks cozy enough to sit and write and read there. This one, I'm going to say this is another very cozy room. You've got the Christmas tree, you've got the lights, you've got a big couch with pillows, you've got comfortable place to put yourself. I feel like this is really well decorated. I love the things hanging on the wall there, the lights and the lanterns. It's a beautiful place. I feel like I could sit and read there. I could write there. So for me, it's like S tier. I could sit and read or write there. These I could sit and read or get comfortable in some way, but I don't know if I could write there, and these are just too bright. But they're still beautiful, and these are like less than that. Okay, what do we got here? I think so. I like the room. For me, I like the aspect of you can only see through a certain door and you don't know what else is there, so your imagination kind of takes over. But that's a beautifully decorated staircase. I like the garland around the door, the Christmas tree inside the room. I could easily picture a couch in there somewhere, so I feel like it could be easy to sit and write and get comfortable in there. And I like the decorations, so that's why that's going higher than these two. Oh my gosh. So next we have this little area, the Christmas tree, the garland, a little, looks like more of a traditional fireplace. We've got a nice long comfy couch and some end tables. I could sit and write here. I could sit and read here. I could get comfortable in that for hours. This is another cozy place. Ooh. I think that's my favorite so far. All right, we're going to have to reassess here. So I think, yeah, for me, the old traditional fireplace, I love that almost the best. I feel like this has a bigger fireplace and a nice comfy chair, so that feels more of like a cozy reading corner. This one, I still love the old traditional fireplace. This one, though, the brick wall, the window, the Christmas tree, the decorations, I think there's a chair or a couch there, the fireplace, the garland, the wreath above it, I mean, oh, that is the best of the best. That is S tier, chef's kiss, perfect place. And then I would say this one, I like the fact that there's a TV there. So you can sit and you can watch TV if you want to procrastinate, not actually get any writing or reading done. But it's still very cozy. I love the chandelier, the Christmas tree, and the decorations. It looks like there's some garland hanging here below the TV. So, I mean, it's a beautifully decorated spot. So there was none of these were ugly. None of these were, you know, C tier or D tier for me. For me, these are all beautiful, and the only reason why these are here is because they need more color and they're too bright, but that's a me thing. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Which one is your favorite one? I'll have a link to this tier list in the description so you guys can do the tier list yourself. Let me know. And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on like which one of these was your favorite. Which one of these could you see yourself sitting and writing in or reading in? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more writing and reading videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And in the meantime, if you liked my tier list ranking all of these places, then check out my ranking of Christmas traditions, which I did all of the Christmas traditions from least to favorite. So check that out. You don't want to miss it. Which tradition is my favorite and which ones do I hate? Find out by watching the video. It'll be up here somewhere for you guys to click on.